Where are we at here with Sheldon Keefe and the Maple Leafs?
Well, not much has changed since, about 1:30 this afternoon when, we recorded that episode. And management of the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that's Brendan Shanahan, that's mostly Brad Treliving, his GM, continues to deliberate. But, I think the writing is on the wall here, isn't it, as far as the future of Sheldon Keefe? Eliminated on Saturday night, and even though this guy's on the cusp of entering into a contract extension with the Maple Leafs, he's still uncertain of whether or not he has a job in Toronto or not. And as I said in the piece, it feels more likely at this point that the Maple Leafs are going to move on from Sheldon Keefe, but Treliving has not made that determination. He has not. I expect that they'll make a final decision at some point tomorrow, probably earlier in the day, and that just makes sense. Does not align with the management media availability on Friday morning, which we know includes Treliving, Shanahan, and the head of Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, Keith Pelly.
So, if that is the timeline, if they end up moving off of Sheldon, they get into the race here. There's other vacancies. Some of them are filling up. Travis Green in Ottawa. Bannister had the interim tag taken off in St. Louis. But there's suitors out there. There's longstanding coaches available. Yeah. Where do you see them going with this?
Well, and that's the direction I think they do go, Brian, is with a coach. If, again, ultimately they've got to make that decision. And Treliving has the final call on this. I actually felt like it was probably going to happen today, and it clearly hasn't happened yet. So he's still chewing on it. But I do know that if they replace Sheldon Keefe, it'll be based on experience, and also the fact that it's not just this season, and they were eliminated Game 7 again by the Boston Bruins. It's more the history and the history of failure and disappointment, and not putting that at the feet of Sheldon Keefe. The organization, the players have to own that, but change for the sake of change in this case is probably going to be a good thing. But you do have to replace Sheldon with somebody can do the job, and chances are is better based on that level of experience. So I'm looking directly at Craig Berube, not that far removed from hoisting the Stanley Cup in St. Louis. I know that he went down the path a long ways in discussions with the Ottawa Senators, as Steve Staios acknowledged earlier today when they announced Travis Green officially. He talked to 7 candidates. Well, Berube was probably at the front of that line, and for whatever reason, it just didn't come together. Todd McCullough shouldn't be overlooked. There's some wonder about Jared Gallant, Turk. And again, the level of experience, the fact that he's coached in a major market in New York, the experience that he has, all of that. But Berube is a hot commodity. He is. He's a hot commodity around the league. He's been linked to the New Jersey Devils, to the Toronto Maple Leafs, and go down the list. So he's going to be coaching somewhere, and it could be Toronto. We should find out, tomorrow or as late as Friday, I guess.